Snowfall Season 6, Episode 6. We got Jerome giving the game up, Louis getting captured, the dark side of the drug game, and the emotional and psychological trauma that's taking a toll on all of our main characters. But let's talk about it.
There has been a viable threat against your life, and you need to relocate immediately.
This episode starts with Teddy immediately warning his ex about the threat from Franklin, which is obviously what he would do, but they weren't truly a part of Franklin's plans anyway. This is Franklin playing mind games with Teddy, and also giving Teddy more to do and more to think about, which could potentially lead to him making a mistake. So they stop in Flagstaff, Arizona to fuel up, and V's mom takes this time to escape and tries to convince V to do the same. And I was completely wrong. She's staying by Franklin's side 100%, and she explains herself very well.
He's not a monster. Not to me. To me, he's a man who hasn't lied, or raised a hand, or left me alone in a prison cell.
The issue with this is, despite the fact that Franklin has done all of these wrong things, she thinks that this stuff is okay because he hasn't done it to her. The moral compass is off, but the loyalty is real.
I ain't looking for no goddamn fight. I'm telling you, I'm goddamn done. I'm done selling crack. I'm done getting shot at. I'm done trying to kill my goddamn family.
I think this is the moment we all knew that Jerome would die soon. It's the most cliche thing in TV and film. I'm getting out the game, but I got this one more thing to do moment. Then the character meets their demise. This happens so often.
Fine! What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Maybe you're supposed to acknowledge this shit is fucking insanity. The money ain't worth this shit, Lou. No matter how fucking wrong this shit is, ain't nothing gonna make it right.
This is the moment that makes the season so amazing. Let's deal with the real, the reality, the dark side of the drug game, the pain, the suffering, the compromises, and the moral corrupt decisions you have to make. Even in the midst of all of that, Louis can still only think about herself. I asked this question seasons ago when Franklin killed Andre and the neighborhood was in shambles. You have to ask yourself at some point, does the end justify the means? And Jerome is answering that question for himself today. Everyone has come to this crossroad this season. Franklin, Leon, Teddy, Louis, Gustavos, and I love it.
Waiting around wasn't working. Now he wants us just as bad as we want him.
Now we understand Franklin more. Teddy has a reason to come seek him out. And that is indeed a great plan, because otherwise he would continue to avoid Franklin like he owe him money. Oh wait, he does.
Teddy wanna come with us in the projects. I say good luck to that cracker motherfucker.
Leon's right, Teddy ain't coming in the projects.
Teddy had no desire to approach the projects, but we've seen Teddy complete very covert missions before, so they are absolutely wrong if they think he couldn't get to them in the projects. Y'all must have forgot how Teddy took down the crooked cops in Tijuana in Season 4, Episode 3, with just Gustavos. Franklin don't know about that, but if he wanted to hit them in the projects, he could have, easily. Teddy strikes fear in people's heart. Look at this. Ruben is living at the end of the hall, and he's still looking left and right to make sure Teddy is alone. It's clearly only a wall behind him. What is he looking for?
See if there wasn't another way. Before you try to explode my world and I kill you for it.
This is a genuine plea from Teddy, but it's all out of self-interest. He is asking him not to put his business out there, not saying I don't want to kill you. He is saying I don't want to get exposed again. Teddy is a well-trained operative and is always plotting. Look at his watch. He always wears it inward like a military personnel. For two main reasons. He can easily see the time without moving his wrist. Also, it doesn't reflect light in the dark, possibly giving away his location on any mission. And it's a subtle detail like this that I really love.
Ever since I learned that you were here, I actually felt less alone.
He tries to be relatable, but Ruben doesn't give much. In fact, he barely says a word.
All they see is you. Every deal we make, they talking to you. They look at me long enough to wink or lick their lips. They ain't dealing with me.
She is absolutely right here. She is the one in charge, but everyone speaks directly to Jerome. Look at these two interactions from this season alone.
What happened to the warehouse?
Hey, Rat! Shit had rats.
Jerome.
You.
We running a business, D. We selling to whoever's buying.
With all due respect, I ain't even talking to you.
She has the money, but none of the respect.
Is that enough to die over, Lou?
Self-fucking-worth? Yeah.
Self-worth? That's not what this is, though. This is about pride and ego. We know her self-worth has always been low from the first time we seen her till today. And everything she has done has been to improve her status, but none of what she has done has been to improve how she feels about herself.
You want to take the money or figure out how to use it, that's fine. I'm done giving up things for them.
Teddy is exhausted, and now he's trying to find his own escape route.
I'm gonna need your word that after you get what you need from Teddy, you're gonna kill him.
No problem. This is the easiest promise I'm gonna make to you today, also.
Oh yeah, there is no plea bargaining with Teddy at this point. He gotta go. But the issue is, even Teddy knows that. So what incentive does he have to talk and tell Franklin where the money is? Louis gets captured while horse riding. She gives her security her gun, not only because she feels safe there, but because how uncomfortable would it be to ride with a gun on your waist? Also, the potential of the gun going off. Later, we can see her reaching for it once the gunshots are ringing out.
You know, you're doing an awful lot to protect a pig.
So Kane really wants Buckley. That's why he wanted Louis alive.
You really gonna let me just walk out that door?
She doesn't tell him where Buckley is to preserve her own life. She figures the more torture she takes, the longer she'll live. She's built for this. She's been through a ton of pain in her life already. We underestimate how dark her past truly is.
A legacy. Take pride in that.
Franklin is trying to hide his disapproval, but he really is already starting to feel bad, especially now that he has an end on Teddy. Jerome and Louis are none of his concern.
You did this to me.
She's always blaming someone else. What they had planned is sick, but that's the way it is sometimes. Franklin can't live with it though. Buckley off getting high and not answering the phone.
Survive. You can kill me if you want to. Or we can stop wasting time and save your wife from what them jailhouse niggas plan to do to her.
This has been an ongoing thing with these two.
Do it!
This is the very first time Leon and Scully have been face to face since the death of Tiana. As soon as Leon sees Scully, his eyes are fixed on him the entire time. You can see the remorse in his eyes and the frustration in Scully, but not in an angry way, just in the realization of, oh, dang, there he is. It's really crazy that so many seasons have passed by without this interaction occurring. This guy has been reading this book all day, and he seems different from the rest of the crew. And his life is the only one that's spared as he leaves right before the gunfight.
Oh, I see. You was young when you got put on, huh?
Louis from the same street, so she know what time it is. But it's all sick to me. So in the end, Kane is killed, but we also lose Jerome, which is the first main character to die on screen in 6 seasons of this show. But next episode, we'll talk more about that.